What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live stream. In today's live stream, we're going to be doing the live watch-along between Swansea City and Manchester City in the FA Cup 5th round. No fans allowed, of course, so no fans have had to pack the passports and get the train over to Wales. I'm hoping people will get that reference. If not, never mind. I'm just going to get my charger, just get it plugged in. Poor prep from me. And we do have kick-off here for the FA Cup game, and it is Swansea getting us underway. Going long automatically already and straight out of play for a throw in there to Manchester City. One way if it continues like this. Not too sure what Swansea's game plan is here, if I'm honest. Really not sure. Walker. But that's a great ball in and into the back of the net. 1-0 to Manchester City. Don't think it took a touch off anybody. It's gone in. Kyle Walker, I think it is, with the goal. It's all smiled. The keeper's made some tremendous saves so far, and it's a really tame effort that's the one that beats him. It is definitely a cross there from Kyle Walker. No City player can get on the end of it, and it goes into the back of the net. Not too sure how. Way too weak that from Swansea to be conceding a goal, but there we go. For all the possession, City finally find a goal. Manchester City, that is. It's a cross coming in from Walker. I think there's a player at the front post. I think it's Jesus that puts the keeper off, so he doesn't make a really comfortable save. It misses just about everybody. I think it was it Ferran Torres? Sorry, it misses, and then Jesus tried to put it in. Hits nobody. It's a really tame goal for Swansea to concede, but there we go. It's Kyle Walker that gets Manchester City ahead here in this game. And yeah, there we go. Goal is given. I don't think there's any VAR, so I don't think we have to wait for that. And it is 1-0 to Manchester City, and we do lead here in the FA Cup 5th round. So all good from a City perspective right now. It's only taken 30 minutes of constant pressure, but the deadlock is broken, and it is Kyle Walker with the goal. What? What for? What for just us? And there is the half-time whistle now. So it is Manchester City that lead here by 1-0 at the Liberty Stadium. It's not been a classic game. It's not been a great game. But it is City that lead, and a lead is a lead, and a goal is a goal. It does mean that Swansea need to come out. They have sat very deep. They've obviously allowed their own pressure through their poor giveaways at times, but they've sat very deep. It'd be interesting to see the possession actually for this game. But yeah, they've allowed Manchester City to have a lot of the ball. They've allowed Manchester City to dictate the game. We do have the goal, so Swansea need to force the issue. For City, kill a second goal. I would push early, first 10 minutes or so of this second half. Get that killer second goal. I think Swansea's heads will drop. And from there, I'd start looking towards the bench and start making some substitutions with the big game against Tottenham at the weekend in mind, and move on from there. Swansea have made lots of changes. They're certainly nowhere near as attacking or as taking the game to City as what I was expecting here. So it is allowing, this game is suiting City, so to speak. And it does surprise me actually that Swansea are allowing us to do so, but it does suit us, so to speak, and we can move on from there. And like I said, what matters is City winning this game and going through to the quarter-final. We do have kick-off here for the second half. Massive chance here. Sterling, 2-0. There we go. Game, set and match, you would think, for Manchester City. Raheem Sterling. I said City were going to look to attack nice and early into the second half, and it is Raheem Sterling that's put Manchester City 2 goals to the good, doubling our lead nice and early on. Just what we were looking for, just what the dots are ordered. Again, Swansea giving the ball away, poor giveaway. Raheem Sterling in acres of space on the left-hand side, can take 3 touches before rolling it past the goalkeeper, doesn't even dive. Clinical from Raheem Sterling. 2-0 to Manchester City, and City well on their way to playing on the March 20th for their quarter-final match in the FA Cup. It's Raheem Sterling doubling Manchester City's lead. It's Swansea City 0, Manchester City 2. Ferran Torres there nearly made sure that Manchester City were definitely going to be going through to the quarter-final. Swansea at 6s and 7s. I'm amazed that they've not gone with a stronger team. I am absolutely amazed Bit of shirt pulling there as City win the ball high up. Ilkay Gundogan, crossfield pass, good ball across. A good bit of control. Chance, 3-0. There it is. Gabriel Jesus making it 3-0 to Manchester City. That will be Manchester City heading through to the through to the quarter-final of the FA Cup. I was just about to take a drink. Manchester City interrupted me there by scoring goals. Stop doing this, Manchester City. I want to take a drink. 3-0 to Manchester City. A good header cross. Who was that got the head? So it's Swansea making the mistakes at the back. Good pressing that from Jesus. Gundogan squares it across. It's headed back across by Bernardo Silva. What a touch by Gabriel Jesus. Twisting and turning. Getting himself into a great position to get a shot. He just smashes that into the back of the net to make it Swansea City 0, Manchester City 3. City heading into the quarter-finals of the FA Cup. So what happens when Swansea makes so many changes though? So there we go. Not really a competitive game. Definitely got a friendly feel about this now, if I'm honest. So there we go. Within, 5 minutes or so of the first half, City have come firing all out on the blocks there, wanting to get the game signed and sealed. It's definitely signed and sealed, so I'm wondering how long it's going to be before City start making changes. Hook the ball into the box, and a chance. And in! There it is! Swansea get a goal back. 3-1. Zach Steffen's literally not had a save to make. The only thing he's had to do is pull the ball out of the net. My prediction of 3-2 isn't looking too far off now. It's Swansea 1, Manchester City 3. I tell you, I'm absolutely starving. Starving. Swansea coming forward again. They just need to keep this tight. Oh, look at this. This is decent, ladies and gentlemen. Decent. Oh. Decent. I'll go with the chicken. Actually, no, I won't. I'll go with the garlic. Cheesy garlic bread. To blow his full-time whistle and end this game. Swansea now just passing it around. So having the last bit of possession before the full-time whistle will go. And there we go, the full-time whistle does go, and it concludes this game at the Liberty Stadium between Swansea City and Manchester City. As I said, it was going to be both teams to score. I was right in the end. It's finished Swansea City 1, Manchester City 3. I wasn't too far with my preview in saying that it finished 3-2 to Manchester City. I was expecting Swansea to go with a stronger team. They made plenty of changes, which surprised me. I think that made this game all too comfortable for Manchester City. City getting their first goal through Kyle Walker, coming through unusual circumstances. A cross-come shot, low down on the ground. Keeper doesn't judge it. Ferran Torres doesn't get the flick, nor does Jesus, and it goes straight into the back of the net. A scrappy, dodgy goal for Swansea to concede. Set it up really nicely there for Manchester City. We got into the second half. I was looking for City to be nice and dynamic in the second half. It happened. Raheem Sterling played through, manages to take 3 touches in front of the keeper before slotting it comfortably past him. Keeper doesn't even dive because he stands no chance. Raheem Sterling doubling City's lead and putting City into a really strong position. And then Gabriel Jesus through a great flicked header back from Bernardo Silva. Gabriel Jesus takes a nice twisting, turning touch to take it beyond the defenders and just smack the ball past Woodman and into the back of the net. Swansea got themselves a goal back through Whittaker late on. A really good tidy finish actually on the 77th minute to get Swansea back into the game, but any glimmer of hope all but sealed there with a full-time whistle. It does finish Swansea City 1, Manchester City 3 in the FA Cup 5th round, and it is Manchester City who progress to the quarter-final of the FA Cup, and Swansea City exit the competition. Before I go through all there is to go through for the end of this live stream, I do want to wish all the very best to Swansea City for the rest of the season. Thank you for hosting Manchester City. I enjoyed working with one of the Swansea channels as well, doing the preview. They all seem like very nice people, so I do wish them all the best for the rest of the season, and we could well be seeing them again in the Premier League, as Swansea City are doing very well in the Championship at this moment in time. So, all